Gavin, we also have some PS5 controller news.
Saw that.
It's pretty dope. So
is left or right the PS4?
So we're looking at the leaked not blueprint, but schematic. So the left one is the new one. The one on the right is a DS4. So that is the PlayStation 4 controller. So that's the older model. Newer model, they're basically the same. Some little adjustments there, but and maybe gets more of a 360 controller, a vibe to it now.
Yeah, I like the back, especially makes me think 360, or not 360, but whatever the new-ish
Xbox One, sure.
Or even the way that big flat back area that the Wii, the Switch Pro controller has.
Oh, you're right.
Well.
Yeah,
I like that big wide area.
From the back, it would look like a Pro controller for sure.
Yeah.
So the actual article comes from Games Radar. Alex Avard writes, potential PS5 controller patent reveals first look at the DualShock 5. A new patent from Sony Interactive appears to have leaked images of the PS5 controller a year ahead of the next-gen PlayStation console's official launch in holiday 2020. The design sketches, as first spotted by VGC, were published on the Japanese Patent Office today. What were you going to say?
Even look at the elbows on it. Those look more like a 360.
Oh, like the handle grip area? Yep.
More rounded.
I think I'm a big fan of the PS4 controller, but I think I'm really happy with those slight modifications because I think I favor, although I don't play my Xbox One all that much, I favor that controller versus the PS4 controller. So some interesting things, they got rid of the light bar. So that's that bar on the front that will show your health and stuff like that. So no more
PlayStation Eye then.
Well, that's what's interesting is that the VR also uses that, and they still have committed to VR with PS5. So does that mean it's like maybe more baked into the headset? They don't need it. Or I wonder what the deal is with that, but so that is gone now. There is potentially USB-C charging point, which seems standard now. Here's a mock-up. So this is from Andy Robinson at Andy Platonic on Twitter. So this is just that same schematic with the PS4 like color scheme wrapped around it.
Sure.
So, but it looks very close to the original one. It looks like they're keeping the touch bar at some point. But yeah.
I mean, it looks good. I don't see anyone being mad at it. I don't. Yeah, Photoshop. It's a bit thicker. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't.
3Cs.
I don't play PlayStation 5 or 4, whatever we're on. So I don't really see how useful it is keeping around that touchscreen. I don't know.
Games really don't utilize it that much. I don't think it needs to be there. It's really just a big menu button, which is fine. But at the touch form of it, I've never seen it implemented in a game where it's like, wow, I'm glad I could touch the controller.
Right. Or I guess how much does that affect the price point? How expensive is this more so because of that?
Right. I'm hoping that they still keep the $60, $50 range for these controllers. Yeah. There's that crazy haptic feedback, vibration now in the newer controller they talked about. Different sensors, so hopefully it's not crazy expensive. But yeah, I wonder if this has some kind of Wi-Fi capability, just like Stadia's controller, where you can just stream or like play games just having the controller talk to your TV. I wonder what they're gonna do with that, but
it's possible. You probably need a Sony TV to do it, but that's well within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, but that just came leaked today. So
I'm very surprised that leaked so late because dev kits are out, so clearly they're like, it's basically the same controller. Just
it's fine.
Use the old one. You're not gonna have to reprogram anything. It's the same.
That's a good idea, though. I mean, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do you remember that old PS3 boomerang mock-up thing?
Oh, of course.
I still want that to be a controller. I want a controller like that. It was so out there. It was cool.
I hope someone's modded that. I hope someone's made that.
It's on Etsy or something. You can buy it.
It was probably incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, but it just looked dope.
If you had motion controls, it'd probably make a halfway decent steering wheel.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
But yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. We're still a good year from PS5.